What is going on, Roland Empire? Here, guys, to give you a video. Today's video topic is going to be on Spiral, the Book of Saw. However, this title gets worded, the movie or the worded, whatever. You guys know what this is. This is a Saw, essentially a sequel installment, but Spiral kind of follows a sort of spin off tale, so it's a bit of both, I guess. Yeah, really looking back on it, it's a bit of both. And this one follows a officer who's trying to kind of overcome a shadow he has from his father. But as he's his own man, trying to have these cases, there's certain ways of his past kind of conflict with his present time right now, and he realized he needs to solve these cases that's going on that leads to what essentially is like what the reason Saw is, as in like there's a copycat Saw. If you've seen the trailer, you know a bit that the trailer hints that. So what leads on to Saw with these cases, he's on the investigation. He's on the investigation to see what goes on. And what really sold it to me as an audience, as a fan, that if I even cared for me, I respect how the first Saw was, seeing how, with Juan shepherding everything, realizing he kicked it off. He gets credit in a way, he gets credit, man. That one is the one that's like the best one of a lot of people. And everything else, it all depends if what you're here for like gore and stuff, gore, or if you were a person that maybe liked the first few, but then the quality started going down. There's a fan base that it's a lot for this. So it's many versions of how people interpret how they like the Saw franchise. I like quality over quantity. This movie looked promising, especially even though Chris Rock is more of a comedic actor. I support when they want to be comedians trying to do dramatic acting. It has worked. Chris Rock, he has friends, the friends he hangs out with in his movies had tried dramatic acting. I was like, why not give Chris Rock a shot at dramatic acting? And I'm like, I hope he knocks out of the park. And seeing how they tried to deviate this, even though realizing it's still part of the franchise, trying to make it its own, trying to make it character based, it looked promising. So for me, that's what hooked me. That's how I really wanted to enjoy it. And did I kind of get my bang for my buck? Yeah, no, at certain costs. This movie isn't perfect. I didn't love it as maybe a lot of people would. It's funny because of the whole traps that the franchise is popular for. I feel like I like that they gave the spotlight on characters so we can go to those traps, but also the sort of the moral, the spirit of that kind of reasoning kind of took a hit. Like in other ones, there's like reasons as to why people are kind of caught and all that. And this one felt more like there's an agenda to it. And I'm just like, I wasn't so sure. But how I enjoyed this movie really was how it did take more like story base. Even though the story isn't as best, Chris Rock, from half of the time, most of the time, is unlikable until he has a likable arc. When you start seeing something, it's all right. I just wish Chris Rock. I know he was trying to be as serious, but man, I feel like it was too serious. I was like, be likable still, dude. I want you to still be likable, but at least my taste. The taste that I got for it, that's really how I viewed it. So really, a lot of this really looked promising, but it looked like in the worst ways of what you could try. That's why. But I appreciate how it tried to take chances or try to be sort of different. But a lot of these things kind of felt like it's a repeat beat. Whether you see it as how you like it from being a fan of this or also just being a film critique, like at least I wanted to view it as a film fan. As a film fan, it had so much like cool things, but a lot of beats even within the themes of the horror, with the horror and the drama, me when it bleeds and all that, and realizing I'm like, this is gonna happen here, okay, this is gonna happen there. There was a lot of calling to it, and then just realizing also like managing time. I'm like, this has been shot between apparently a lot of days, but it really feels like one day, one simple cohesive day or something, because of the way the lighting is. So it's like again back to the worst choices for a try to make something great of a creative difference. Like there could have been better. Like the tone of differences that they choose, like the creative visions felt like the weakest, because there's so much of it that you can tell was like very repetitive, very like, where are we in these situations? I wish there could have been more time to tweak sort of like color gradings, and then a bit of like just acting that like I understand what people were going for, but it just really wasn't the best version of what this potential of the film can be. So it really just depends on what you're here for. You might like it depending what you would want. And I like it as a film. Like I enjoyed it still. Like I keep saying, I appreciate, but it still could have been better. I can't give this a really good excuse because it is, it's not terrible, but it's not that great. It's not that great. It's really just an okay film. And it's an okay film. Like maybe you will get some kind of like some cheery moments here and there, maybe to kind of tickle a bit the, the what you want, the enjoyment that you really expect, but at what cost? That's why. And it has promising times, like the setup, but then the way it ends, it looks like it's just trying to copy, literally kind of copy and all that. And I get the passion. I get the passion that really was there, but honestly, just a lot of like again, like I keep saying, it's you have the enjoyment, you have it where like it could be good, but it could be better. Just a lot of it really was very repetitive, very copying in a sense, and it would have been nice to have something new, but in a way where it really delivered as it should and all that. These are always my thoughts and opinions, guys. Let me know if you guys hated it or if it's your favorite in the franchise. I appreciate what was going, and I enjoyed still the thrill of all this, but really character decisions, they could have been way better developed and all that. But I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it in some sort of way. So all this in the comments below, and as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.